Hello, good people. This is the Simply Elegant Show. It's your host, Lady Susan. And in this show, we talk all this elegance, how to level up to become the best version of yourself, to be a classy person with poise and sophistication. And so today we are going to discuss or talk about how to be a good host. Remember, in part 1, we spoke about how to be a good guest, and now we want to discuss on how to be a good host to make your guests feel good. We have already told the guests what to do and what not to do, and so now it's for us, the host. And so I love hosting so much. I am a sanguine, so I am a people person. I love having people around me, sharing, eating together, being happy, making merry, talking, and just enjoying ourselves. So I host a lot. And along the way, I've learned how to be a good host. I'm not saying I'm the best or I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I know at least I'm trying my best. And so I would love us to talk about how you can be a good host, how you can make your guests feel good, feel comfortable, enjoy the time they had with you, enjoy everything, and just get to know each other. And so that is what we are going to talk about today. And so kindly pre-plan. Know how many guests you are expecting so that you're not caught running up and down. The food is not enough. You're expecting 30 guests and you cooked for 20 or 10. And people are coming and they're in the lineup, and maybe the outside catering or yourself or even your house manager or your chef or whoever is helping you cook is saying that the food is over. That can be very embarrassing. It also shows that you are not ready and you are not organized. So if you're inviting people over to your place for any function, for any birthday, be it a high tea, whatever it is that you're inviting people to, make sure that the food is enough. It's in plenty. Let your guests enjoy. If anyone needs a second helping, they can do it. But never ever allow food to end before your guests are satisfied. That is not what an elegant host does. Make sure that you have enough. Make sure that you are well prepared. Prepare before, take time. Because after all, at the end of it all, you are the one who invited these people. They had their normal days. They had their work they were doing. They had everything, their busy schedules. And you invited them over. Then make sure that they enjoy and they eat to their fill. The other thing is, apart from food, there's so many things that guests need. Like maybe they need to use the bathroom. And so ensure that the bathroom is clean and tidy. It has enough toilet rolls, and make sure that the guests are comfortable. Do you have air fresheners? Do you have hand wash? Do you have serviettes? Paper towels whereby they can dry their hands? Do you have essentials that make a guest comfortable? Have you ever been in an awkward situation whereby you use the bathroom and there's no toilet roll? And you're wondering what to do. And maybe it's even the number 2 and you're feeling so embarrassed. So as a good host, make sure that you provide everything that your guest needs to feel needed. Remember that you are the one who invited them. Make sure that they feel good, they feel comfortable, and they're happy. The other thing is maintain a good mood. It's a celebration, I'm assuming. Maybe it's a birthday party, it's an anniversary. Maintain a good cheer. Don't look so worked up and so tired. By the time the guests are coming, you are already tired, you're already cranky, you're feeling so angry. And yet you're the one who invited them. So no matter how tired you are, no matter how disappointed you are, because sometimes when you're hosting, you can be really disappointed, maybe by the service providers. The cake matron was supposed to be there on time. They are running late. The decor people were supposed to have the red roses, they brought white. No matter what happens, maintain a good cheer. Always be happy. Maintain a smile. The smile is the least you can do. Smile as much as you can. That is your day to be the smiling machine, so that your guests can feel needed, they can feel wanted. And then engage your guests as much as you can. Have you ever seen guests? I know when hosting we can be very busy, but have you ever been in such a situation whereby the host has not even said hi to you? You saw them, They didn't ask you how you are. They didn't welcome you. They didn't show you this is where the geography of the place. You want to use the bathroom, you have no one to ask. Maybe even there are no ushers in the function. You don't know how the buffet is operating. You don't know nothing. You're just there. You're feeling lost and out of place. So it is important for an elegant host to make sure that her guests are feeling good. They're comfortable. They're not feeling lost. They're engaged. Talk to your guests as much as you can. Even if it's a second for a guest. Because sometimes you might be having multitudes of people. Like in a wedding. I find that for a bride, maybe, or a bridegroom, it's not possible to go saying hi to everyone. But if someone comes up to you, maybe to bring a gift, it is your responsibility to say thank you for coming. At least if there's nothing else you'll say, tell them thank you for coming. People are busy nowadays. No one has time to waste. So for someone to come to your function, it means that they sacrificed so much. They left their business. They left their children. They left their chores and came to celebrate with you and honored your invitation. So it is your responsibility to make your guests feel good and feel happy. The other thing is, when you are hosting, kindly make sure that your guests are entertained as much. Even if you're not going to talk to them, will you provide music? Do they need drinks? Do they need more food? Do they need like a place where they can rest if they're tired? Make sure that they are entertained throughout. Good music. You can ask them in advance. What is your type of drink? Do you love red wine? Do you love white wine? Remember, you're the one who invited them. So it is your responsibility to make sure that they are happy and entertained. Do you love juice? Do you love tea? Do you love coffee? So that this guest does not come and find that everything is coffee and they don't do coffee. And everyone is drinking and they're saying, oh, I'm fine, I'm fine. Have you ever been in such situations whereby you say you're fine but you're not fine? Because maybe you don't take sugar and everything is sugary. So it's our responsibility as a good host to find out the type of guests that are coming so that you can have a menu for them. Maybe it's a birthday party and kids are coming over. You cannot cook adult food for kids. Kids prefer things like chips, sausages, finger bites, finger foods. Make sure that you know the type of guests that you are hosting so that you can provide them with what they love. And also, if it's adults, if you're hosting adults, mature people, then you cannot have kids menu when hosting mature people. So it is your responsibility to find out what do your guests love prior, not on that day. Because if someone says, I prefer pork, and you don't have pork, or for our Muslim friends, I don't eat pork, and the menu is pork only, then be considerate and just know that it is your responsibility to make your guests feel needed and not make them feel like a burden. Because when a guest keeps on saying, I don't eat this, I don't eat this, I don't eat that, then they say, okay, I'm fine. They're not fine. Because they knew they were coming for a party and they knew they would be eating. So I'm assuming they didn't eat along the way. But the menu is so restricted. You can also be an organized host and send the menu prior. So that if your guest sees whatever they don't eat and it's on the menu and there's nothing else, maybe they can tell you, by the way, thank you so much for the invite, but I don't do pork, or I don't do chicken, or I don't do fish. You cannot have a menu that it's a one fits all. Make sure that you have options so that your guests can be spoiled for choice. And if you're operating on a budget, then at least have the bare minimums. At least 2 types of protein. An animal protein and a plant protein. So that if one guest does not do meat, they can do maybe beans or lentils or cereals. That's good enough. At least it's showing that you are considerate. It shows that you are organized and you've not been caught off guard. That is how to operate as a good host. The other thing is the issue of running out of drinks. I understand that sometimes you can have, especially if it's alcohol and it's free alcohol, especially in the African culture whereby we love free things. We always love the free lunch. So maybe for you to be organized, you can say that it is 1 drink per person. If anyone needs more drinks than that, maybe they can order for themselves. So that you are not caught in an embarrassing situation or in an awkward moment whereby a guest is asking for a Jack Daniel and you didn't have that to offer. Maybe you can send a list of the drinks that will be available before. Remember, this is just about being organized and showing your guests that I needed you to come to this function. I wanted to host you, and so I went yonder, I went beyond to just ensure that you are comfortable. So that is what an organized host does. Be organized. The other thing is that make sure your home is neat and tidy. You cannot invite guests and the house is smelling and everything is all over. And there's this elegant guest. Remember the elegant guest that we talked about? She's come with a beautiful white dress and there's food spillage all over on the seats. There's nowhere to sit. You have to be neat and organized. Make sure that your house is clean and welcoming so that your guests can feel at home and they can feel needed and wanted. Okay? So when it comes to being neat and being tidy and putting yourself together, that is very, very important. The other thing is, as a good host, make sure that you're also looking the part. Because you don't want your guests looking all good and put together and lovely and looking so beautiful. And you are looking like, in fact, you don't look like the host. You look like an accident that is almost happening. No, you should put yourself together. I know hosting can be so tedious that sometimes you might even lack time to shower. But be organized. Prepare in advance. Delegate. Get help. If you are hosting for many people, then you can even have outside catering. You can hire a chef. You can hire someone to help. Ushers. All those services are now available. So that by the time your guests are coming, you're looking good. You're in good cheer. You are smiling. You're not so tired. I've been to functions where the host is so tired until you feel as if you're a burden. They are cranky, they are angry, they are moody. They have not even had time to take a shower. They are running up and down. They forgot to buy this. They are calling Ubers. It is so hectic. It just shows that this host is just disorganized. So be an organized host. Take time. Make sure that you're looking good. In fact, you should look the best. It's your day. You're the one hosting. You should aim to be the best. Put yourself together. Make your hair. Don't host people with unkempt hair. They're even wondering whether they'll eat the food or not. You're coming to say hi to your guest and you're smelling sweat. You're smelling bad. Use some cologne, some perfume, body splash, some mist, deodorant, roll-on. I have no respect for people who smell bad. Because it is your responsibility to make sure that you're smelling good throughout. So I know that you might have had a very busy day, running up and down, going to the market, supermarket, shopping. And so you even forget to use some roll-on or deodorant or cologne or perfume. Make sure you're smelling good so that even as you're hugging your guests, as you're embracing them, as you're welcoming them, you're smelling so nice. And your hair is looking the part. Your dress, even if it's not expensive, it's ironed. You're looking put together, all together lovely. You're looking like you're part of the assignment. You're not looking as if you're a pass-by. You are passing by and you knew that there was a function and you happened to enter. No, look good. As I have said, look the best. It's your day, you're hosting. And of course, be comfortable. So again, there are some clothes you can wear and you're not even able to serve. You can't walk, you can't move around. So make sure you're comfortable, but again, you're looking good. The other thing I would love to say about hosting is maybe if you're having sleepovers, kindly make sure you can request your guests, those you know that they'll be sleeping over at your place, you can request them to carry their personal items. So that if you don't have extra toothbrushes, you don't have extra towels, you don't have extra toiletries, they can come with their own. You can request them to carry their own personal items. But if you have for guests, then make sure they are clean and sterilized. And you're having a guest room, make sure it is prepared, it is ready. You have made the beds, they are fresh bed sheets. And they don't feel like these sheets have been used, like the previous guests who had come to sleep over. And when you're doing sleepovers, for me, when I'm hosting sleepovers, the first thing I do when I receive my guests, maybe from the gate, we have hugged, we've said hi, I welcome them, given them a glass of water. The second thing I do for sleepover guests, I show them the bathroom, I show them the kitchen, and I show them their bedroom where they'll be sleeping. Because I wouldn't want my guests to be caught in an awkward situation. You are feeling so tired. You are no longer even part of the conversation. You have talked all politics. You have talked everything. Maybe you had even a long day, or you are even feeling unwell. You need to rest. You even don't know where to start. You are afraid of asking your host, where will I sleep? Because you don't want to look like a nagging guest. So it is the responsibility of a good host, if you are doing sleepovers, to make sure that your guests are comfortable, show them where the bed is, show them the toiletries, show them the bathrooms, show them the toilet. And also the kitchen is very important, because your guests might need some water. Will they come to your bedroom upstairs calling you, where's water, where's this, where's this? Show them where the kitchen is. If they need to make a cup of coffee, if they need a snack, they're hungry, maybe because maybe they ate lunch or early dinner when you're hosting. They need a snack, they need a fruit, they need some water, they need to take their medicine. Show them the kitchen, show them around, show them the bathroom. Show them the other thing before I forget. Something that makes guests feel so awkward. When you don't know where to put on the lights and to put off. So you are there, you're in the guest bedroom, you need to sleep and you don't know, where do I put off the lights? And especially in these big houses, the guests can even get lost inside the house. That is making your guests feel so awkward. So show them the little things, in the details that matter. Show them this is the air freshener. This is how we use this tap. And if you are the guest, kindly be courteous enough to learn, so that you don't find yourself in awkward moments. Ask questions. How do I use this? How do I turn on this faucet? How do I use this? Instead of, I've just remembered when maybe villagers or people from the village, and with all due respect, they come maybe to the suburbs and they are visiting maybe in the city and they don't know how to use the water closet. That can be very embarrassing for your guests. They have used the bathroom and they don't know how to flush, because maybe they have never seen such a thing in their life. So it is your responsibility as a good host not to embarrass your guests. Show them this is how we flush the toilet. Or if they know, it's okay, but you can ask, do you know how to use this? With all due respect, in a polite way, in a nice way, in a kind way. And let them know that you just want them to enjoy their stay and you are not there to embarrass them or to brag or anything. So you can show them this is how we use this faucet. If you need water, this is how we flush the toilet. This is where you sleep. And then if it's a sleepover, provide extra blankets. Or provide a place where they can put the blankets that they don't need. Especially for those people who are extra like me, you'll find that my guest room, my guest bed is full of pillows. I use them for my decor. I love making the bed. I love nice places. I love nice spaces. I just love everything. Yes, because I am an interior designer and I have to make everything look good. So you have the extra pillows and the guest is wondering, I only need one pillow. Where do I put the rest? You can suggest. If you'll only use one pillow, then you can put the rest here. Provide a space, provide storage, provide a place where they can keep their clothes, their dirty clothes, a laundry basket where they can keep their clean clothes. Provide an iron box. They will need to iron the following day. Provide a shower gel. If they don't have, you can ask, did you carry a toothbrush? Did you remember to carry a towel? Can I offer you one? Be courteous, be kind, be nice. You are the one who invited these people over. They didn't, I am assuming that they didn't just show up. You invited them. So be courteous, be kind, be organized, provide for them. Remember they are away from home. They might need some medicine, a painkiller, a clean towel, a toothbrush. Always have extra for your guests. And if you're a person who loves hosting like me, if you come to visit, you will have everything. I even have extra underwears for ladies, not for men. So make sure that your guest is so comfortable. New ones, and make sure whatever you give your guest is clean and new. And sometimes you might not have towels to keep giving guests. So what I do is I make sure I disinfect and I sterilize. And for the small things, like a toothbrush or even a handkerchief or a small soap, a bathing towel, those things you can give them as takeaways. Just let your guests carry them after the sleepover is done. Don't ask, where is the bathing towel that I gave you? You know the small ones, the sponge that you use to wash your body? Just let them carry that. Don't have to ask your guests for a toothbrush, some piece of soap that you gave them, some piece of handkerchief, whatever. Those are personal items. Just let them carry. And I find that is also very nice if you let your guests know that everything is sterile. Because there are some guests who have OCD like myself. And that is why I carry my own stuff. I'll never be asking you, help me with the towel, help me with the toothbrush. No. I will have everything. If I know I'm going for a sleepover, I will carry everything. If perhaps I happen to forget, because you can forget something and you need it, it is very important for a good host to let your guests know that this towel is sterile, it is clean, be comfortable in using it. And when you're done, this is the laundry basket, you can keep the dirty clothes here. That is how to be a good host. And the other thing, when your guests are leaving, be it sleepovers or just a one-off, it is a daytime event, when they are leaving, send them home with a token. Something little to just let them know that I thought of you and I knew I had invited you and I was waiting for you. And this function or this party would never have been the same without you. Just something little, even if it's a card or a note, something little or some sweets. Pack something that they will go home remembering that they had come to visit you. They will see it and remember that when we went to visit Lady Suzanne, we were given a small notebook, we were given a pen. Go out of your way. Be creative. Be interesting. That when people hear they're going to visit you, they'll keep away everything. And make sure that they attend your event. Make sure they attend your function or make sure they visit you. Remember, hosting is not all about functions and parties. That when you invite a friend or a sister or your mom or your aunt, even from the village, when they hear that they are coming to your place, they look forward, they're excited, they're interested, they're happy, because they know they'll have a time of their lifetime. They will enjoy, they'll feel good, they'll be happy. Even if they came discouraged, feeling gloomy and down, they will leave your place feeling better. Always have an aura of peace around you. Be a peaceful host. Be a calm host. Be an encourager. Be a beacon of hope. That after people leave your presence, they feel better than how they came. They feel good. Did they come discouraged? They're now feeling encouraged. Did they come hopeless? They live with hope. Did they come broken? they live with healing. Be that host who beyond food, beyond water, beyond the bathroom, beyond a token of appreciation, beyond drinks, you are carrying a presence. You have this sweet ambience with you. You have a presence that people just feel like being around you. You are just this nice person, this nice host that people always want to be in your presence, and people will look forward to coming again. Have you ever been to places where you say, I will never go back there again? I have been in such places. And we don't want that to happen to an elegant host. So my dear elegant host, I hope you have learned something, and I know that we are going to endeavor to become the better versions of ourselves. We will know how to host better. Whichever mistakes we are making before, we are now going to improve, and we will have people coming to us and again because they enjoyed, they had fun, there was enough food, the food was yummy, it was delicious, it was clean and organized, and they enjoyed themselves and they had a good time in your presence. So we are going to become the good hosts, we are going to level up, and we are going to become the best version of ourselves. And until next time, it is bye for now.